Hello children, Namaste everyone. Hope you are doing well at home. Dear children, in our last video we have seen about integers and some properties of integers. So, properties of multiplication of integers we are going to learn today. In the previous video we have seen what are the properties of addition and subtraction of integers. Before that, I have to appreciate you because most of you are responding to our video and you are writing your notes very neatly and sending me back. So, you have to continue your studies like this until the regular opening of the school. Okay? Dear children, today we will learn about multiplication of integers and the property of multiplication of integers. So, what is the meaning of multiplication of integers? Let us recall the integers what we have studied in the first video about addition and multiplication of integers. See, I told in my last video as if two negative integers are multiplied like this, minus 4 and minus 4. If you multiply minus 4 by another minus 4, the product is plus 16. If you multiply two negative integers, the product is a positive integer. That is what we have seen. So let us recall, if the number of integers in the process of multiplication is even, 1, 2, total 2 means 2 is a even number. So even number of integers are multiplied, negative integers are multiplied, the product is a positive integer. Again, see here, minus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4. What is the product? Minus 4 into minus 4 plus 16 plus 16 into minus 4. Say 1 minus and negative integer. It becomes again minus. So 16 into 4 is 64. The answer is minus 64. Look here. Look at this. Here, if the number of integers in the process of multiplication is even, then it is positive. Product is positive. If the number of integers, negative integers in the process of negative integers, if two negative integers are multiplied, then the product is a positive integer. If three negative integers are multiplied, the product is again negative. If four are there, four integers are multiplied like this, then the product is again positive. So remember, if 5 integers are multiplied, negative integers are multiplied, then the product is a negative number. Therefore, remember, if the number of negative integers in the process of multiplication is even, then the product is positive. If the number of negative integers in the process of multiplication is odd, then the product is a negative integer. Even integers are negative integers are multiplied, then the product is a positive integer. Odd number of negative integers are multiplied, the product is a negative integer. So this one you must remember. Next, let us see about the properties of multiplication of integers. So what is this properties of multiplication of integers? See, first property, in addition also we have seen closure property. See, closure property, what is the meaning of this? If two integers are multiplied, then the product is also, see, for all a and b, for example, minus 5 and say minus 2. These minus 5 and minus 2 are integers. If these are integers, see, if two integers are multiplied, what is the product? Product is plus 10. Is plus 10 an integer? Yes, plus 10 is also an integer, isn't it? See, plus 10 is also an integer. So 5 minus 5 into minus 2. For all a and b, if a and b are integers, the product is also an integer. Therefore, we can say integers are closed under multiplication. Whatever it may be, if any two integers are multiplied, for example, minus 5, if it is multiplied by plus 3, what is the answer? The answer is minus 15. Minus 5 into plus 3 is equal to minus 15. Minus 15 is also integer. Here minus 5 is integer, plus 3 is also another integer. The product minus 15 is also integer. Therefore, whatever it may be, if any two integers are multiplied, it may be positive, negative, or negative, positive, or 2 positive, or 2 negative, whatever may be, the product is also an integer. Therefore, we can say integers are closed under multiplication. In general, we can write as if A and B, two integers are multiplied, the product what A B will get, it is also an integer. Therefore, we can say integers are closed under multiplication. A into B is an integer for all A and B. This is the closure property. Another property is commutative property. Commutative property, if two integers are taken and the products are again it is multiplied by reversing the order. For example, minus 6 into say another integer I will take, say minus 3. Two integers I have taken, negative integers. What is the product? It must be commutative, means in addition what we have seen, A plus B is equal to B plus A. In the same way, A into B is equal to B into A. If it is true, we can say it is commutative, isn't it? Therefore, whether it is equal, if we reverse the order, minus 3, 6 minus 6 into minus 3, whether it is equal to minus 3 into minus 6, minus 6 into minus 3, what is the answer? Plus 18, correct? What is the answer of this? Minus 3 into minus 6. I have reversed the order. See, minus 3 is written. Here, 6 is written first. So, minus 6 into minus 3 is plus 18. In the same way, minus 3 into minus 6 is also plus 18. Isn't it? So, it is equal. Both are equal. Let us take another example. 7 into minus 2. 7 into minus 2. What is the answer? Minus 14. What about minus 2 into 7? Minus 2 into 7. Minus 2 into 7 is also minus 14. So we can say 7 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2 into 7. Isn't it? Therefore, we can say multiplication of 2. If two integers are multiplied, multiplication is commutative for integers. In general, we can write A into B is equal to B into A. For all A and B are two integers. So we can say multiplication is commutative for integers. Multiplication is closure. So our integers are closed under in multiplication. We can say this is in addition also we have studied. But that A plus B is equal to B plus A. In the same way, A into B is equal to B into A. Next, associative property. What about associative property? If three integers are taken, see, for example, I will take three integers, minus 3, say minus 2, and say 3, say 7. Three integers I will take. Look here, if minus 3 into minus 2 into 7, see, it what happened here? Minus 3 into minus 2. First two digits are multiplied. The product is multiplied with another digit, 7. Is equal to, now here, minus 3 into minus 2 into 7. Here next two numbers are written in the bracket. You have to find the product of minus 2 and 7. Here you have to find the product of minus 3 and 2. What is the product of this? It is minus 3 into 2 is plus 6. 6 into 7. The answer is 6 into 7, isn't it? What is 6 into 7? 6 into 7 is 42. 42. In the same way, whether it is equal to minus 3, it what is that in the bracket? Minus 2 into 7. Minus 2 into 7 is minus 14. Minus 14. So minus 3 into minus 14 is equal to what? Minus 3 into minus 14. Minus into minus plus 3 into 14 is 42. So here also it is 42. Here also it is 42. So both also same. Therefore, if three integers are taken and it is grouped like this, then we can say both. If you group like this, then both the sides becomes same or equal. Therefore, we can say multiplication is associative for integer. In general, we can write like this: for all a, b, and c, a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. Look at this. I will read. Again, I will read: a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. This is what we have studied in addition also. A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. That one we have studied, isn't it? In the same way, in multiplication also we can say multiplication is associative for integers. So if we, instead of this, if you take any three integers like this, you will get the same answer from here and here, side and side. Okay, this is for associative property. Next, so this is what we have studied. Then distributive property, it is a separate one extra one. You have not studied in addition. Distributivity of multiplication over addition. See, what is the meaning distributivity? See, for example, 6 into 4 plus 2. See, distributivity of integers or multiplication over addition. See here, 6 into 4 plus 2. 6 into 4 plus 2 means always 6 into 4 plus 6 into 2. The meaning is like this: 4 plus 2 is inside the bracket. Here the meaning is 6 into 4 plus 6 into 2. That is the meaning. See, if you take any two algebraic terms, then also it comes like this, isn't it? So 6 into 4 plus 2 over addition, multiplication over addition. So here 6 into 4 plus 2 means 6 into 4 plus 6 into 2. What is 6 into 4? 6 into 4, 24. Plus 6 into 2, 12. What is the answer? 24 plus 12, 36. 36. This is answer. Instead of, if you simplify this one separately, 6 into 4 plus 2. What is 4 plus 2? 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 into 6. What is the answer? 36. Isn't it? 36. Both also same. Therefore, we can say the meaning is 6 into 4 plus 2 is equal to 6 into 4 plus 6 into 2. It is one and same. 24 plus 12 is equal to 36. Correct? In general, we can say A into B plus C is equal to, we can say A into B, AB, A into B or AB plus A into C, AC. You can write like this. Or A into B plus A into C. Like this also you can write. Isn't it? Therefore, this is distributive property. So remember, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. This is distributive property. It's always equal. Instead of this by adding that number 2 integers, and if you multiply with this A, it always becomes the product of AB and the sum of the product of AB and AC. This is what we call as distributive property. So we can say distributivity of multiplication over addition is true for integer. This is true. See here, if you solve this one, or if you see directly, 6 into 6 is equal to 36. See here also the same. 6 into 4 plus 2 is 6, 36. Both also same. Therefore, in general, we can say A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. So this is distributive property. Okay. Next, multiplication by 0. If you multiply two integers by 0, what is the product? Multiplication by 0. See, an integer, say minus 5. If it is multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. Or 0 is multiplied by minus 5, then also the answer is 0. Okay, if you multiply any whole number or any number, whatever it may be integer or it may be real number or it may be whole number, natural number, whatever it may be, if you multiply by a number, any integer, positive, negative or whatever it may be, by 0, the product is always 0. Whatever may be the integer, the product is 0. Therefore, in general you can say if a integer say a is multiplied by 0, it is always equal to 0 multiplied by a. The product is always 0. So a into 0 is equal to 0 into a is equal to 0. This is multiplication by 0. If multiplied by 1, what happens? If you multiply integer by 1, any integer, minus 8 into 1, what is the answer? Minus 8. The answer is minus 8. Or plus 10 into 1, what is the answer? Plus 10. So, if you multiply any integer by 1, the product is that number itself. That number itself. If you multiply an integer by 0, the product is 0. If you multiply any integer by 1, the product is that integer itself. Okay. Therefore, this is called identity, multiplicative identity. One is the multiplicative identity, that number comes again. Okay. This is about some of the properties of multiplication of integers. Okay. Next, division of integers. Properties of division of integers. So closure, commutative, then associative property by 0, 1, all this you will see. See, closure property, what happens for division of integers, properties of division of integers. See here, closure property. See, for example, I will take two integers, let us say minus 8 and 4. If this one divided, what is the answer? What is the answer of this? Minus 8 divided by 4 is equal to minus 2. 8 divided by 4 is equal to minus divided by plus is equal to minus. The answer is minus. So we can say if two integers are divided to any two integers, positive or negative, the product, the quotient is a integer. Okay, but it is not in all cases. For example, I will see here. This is one integer. 8 is an integer. 3 is another integer. 3 is another integer, positive integer. If you divide 8 by 3, what is the answer? 8 by 3. See, 8 divided by 3 is equal to 3. 2s are 6. 2 remains here. It becomes point. Again, point comes 20. See, 8 divided by 3. How you can do this? 2, 3 2s are 6. 2. Then no. Place no digits here, so you have to put a 0 here, and then you can take 1 0, then 3 6 are 18, then again 2 remains 20, 2 6 are, the answer is 2.66. 2.66 is not an integer, isn't it? Therefore, if any two integers are taken, the quotient is may or may not be an integer. See, in this case it is an integer, okay, but in all cases the quotient is not an integer. Here 8 divided by 3, what is the quotient? That is not an integer. Therefore we can say closure, not division is not closed, or integers are not closed under division. Integers are not closed under integers. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಟಿಜರೇ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ವಾಟ್ in division. Okay, then commutative property. What about commutative? ಈಗ -8 divided by -4 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. -8 divided by -4. What is the answer? -8 divided by -4 is equal to minus divided by minus plus. The answer is 2. It is an integer. Okay, ಇದು ಸರಿ ಇದೆ. Whether it is equal to that -4 divided by -8, it is equal. What is commutative? Commutative ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅದು? Commutative means what? A plus B is equal to B plus A, ಅಥವಾ A into B is equal to B into A. In the same way, A divided by B, whether it is equal to B divided by A. See, B, what is B? -4 divided by -8. What is the answer? Minus divided by minus plus 4 divided by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. See here, 1 by 2. So, -8 divided by -4 is equal to plus 2. -4 divided by -8 is equal to plus 1 by 2. See, it is not equal, isn't it? Not equal. therefore we can say a divided by b. If a and b are two integers, then a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. Therefore we can say what we can say, not commutative. We can say division is not commutative for integers. It is commutative for multiplication, or multiplication is commutative, but division is not commutative. Okay, it is not closed under division, not commutative. Division is not commutative for integers. Then associative. What about associative? Associative property. What is associative property? A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Like that. In the same way, a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. That is what we are studying. Whether it is true for division also. See here, 8 divided by 4 again divided by, say, minus 2 divided by minus 2. I will write it. Whether it is true for, if you group these two, see, what is the answer of this? 8 divided by 4, it is 2. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 divided by minus 2. What is the answer? Divided by minus 2. 2 divided by minus 2. The answer is minus 1. 2 divided by 2 is equal to minus 1, isn't it? So answer is minus 1. Now let us group in another way. How we will group? See, 8 divided by 4 divided by minus 2. I will do like this. See, 8 divided by 4 divided by minus 2. 4 divided by minus 2. The answer is minus 2. Isn't it? See, 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Plus by minus is equal to minus. The answer is minus 2. Here minus 2. 8 divided by minus 2 is equal to what? 8 divided by minus 2. See, 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Plus by minus is equal to minus. So answer is minus 4. Answer is minus 4. Not equal. See, 8 divided by 4, if it is grouped and divided by minus 2, the answer is minus 1. In the same way, 8 divided by 4 divided by 2 is grouped, the answer is minus 4. These are not equal. Minus 1 is not equal to minus 4. Therefore, we can say A into B, A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Is not equal. Therefore, we can say, what we can say? We can say that it is, or division is not associative for integers. It is not commutative for integers. Okay. Next, two more. If it is if an integer is divided by 1 and 0, what happens? If by 0, if you divide the integers by 0, see, one integer, say minus 1. If you divide it by 0, the answer is not 0. It is not 0. It is called not definite, indefinite, not definite. Answer is not definite. See, minus 1 by 0 is infinity. It is not infinity. Answer. Suppose 0 is multiplied by 0. See, any integer. 0 is multiplied by any integer. Say 2 or 3 or minus 1, whatever it may be. Then the answer is 0. Remember, if 0 is divided by any integer, the answer is 0. Instead, any integer is divided by 0, the answer is not defined. It is not definite. Here, if this integer or this, it should be not 0. It should be this. What integer you are taking? It should be other than 0. In general, we can say, how we can say? 0 divided by a means one integer. 0 divided by a is equal to 0 if this a is not equal to 0. A 0 ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದಲ್ಲ, 0 ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟಿಜರ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 0 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. 0 ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು 0 divided by that integer is equal to 0 if a is not equal to 0. ಅಥವಾ a ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು 0 ದಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಟ್ defined. It is not definite or defined, or it is called infinity also. Okay, this is what you have to learn. Then, if an integer is divided by 1, what is the answer? If it is divided by 1, whatever may be the integer, if it is divided by 1, for example, minus 7 is divided by 1, the answer is minus 7. Plus 13 is divided by 1, the answer is plus 13. The quotient is plus 13. Therefore, if any integer is divided by 1, the quotient is that integer itself. Okay, that integer itself. So this is about division of properties of division of integers. So today in today's video we have learned the properties of multiplication of integers and the properties of division of integers. I will send the notes, so you have to write that notes. And some of you are not answering the questions. At the end, I will write some questions. You have to work that questions and you have to try to answer the questions. Okay. Most of you have done well in the previous classes, questions of the previous classes. Today's class also you have to write the notes. Notes I will send. First you read that notes, go through the textbook and try to understand the concept. Okay, then we will see in our next video. Thank you for watching my video. Let us meet in our another video. Thank you very much.